Open Book Audio presents The Snow Queen by Hans Christian Andersen, narrated by Ulf Bjorklund. The Snow Queen, an adventure in 7 stories. The first story, which is about the mirror and the fragments. All right, now we'll begin. When we're at the end of the story, we'll know more than we know now, for we'll know just how evil this troll was. He was one of the absolute worst. He was the devil himself. One day, he was in a really good mood because he had made a mirror that caused everything good and beautiful it reflected to shrink to almost nothing, and anything that was worthless and ugly to stand out and look even worse. The most beautiful landscapes looked like cooked spinach in it, and the best people became nasty-looking or stood on their heads without stomachs. Faces became so contorted that they were unrecognizable, and if you had a freckle, you could be sure that it would cover your nose and mouth. The devil said it was great fun. If a person had a good pious thought, a sneer would appear in the mirror, and the troll devil would laugh in glee at his clever invention. All those who attended the troll school, you see, he conducted a troll school, spread the word that a miracle had occurred. It was now possible to see, they said, what the world and people really looked like. They ran around with the mirror, and finally there wasn't a country or a person who hadn't been distorted in it. Then they wanted to fly up to heaven itself to make fun of the angels and the Lord. The higher they flew with the mirror, the more it sneered. They could hardly hold on to it. Higher and higher they flew, closer to God and the angels. Then the mirror shook so violently from sneering that it flew out of their hands and fell to the earth, where it broke into hundreds of millions, billions, and even more pieces, bringing about even more unhappiness than before. This was because some of the pieces were no bigger than a grain of sand, and these flew about in the world, and when they got into people's eyes, they stayed there, and people saw everything wrong, or only had an eye for what was wrong with the thing, since every little piece of mirror retained the power of the whole. Some people also got a little piece of the mirror in their hearts, and it was quite dreadful. The heart became like a clump of ice. Some of the mirror pieces were so big that they were used for window panes, but you wouldn't want to look at your friends through those. Other pieces were used for glasses, and then it went badly when people put them on just to see, and to see justly. The devil laughed so his sides split, and he was tickled pink.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?